It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is the 22nd of June. So it is also Sunday. So this is Sketch Sunday as well as 30 Days of Sketches Round 18. So today's sketch is brought to us from Fatima Avilla, and it is a 2-page sketch, but they're companion pages. So I actually am going to combine the two. I'm going to squish them together, and I'm going to get 4 pictures on one page. So both of the base of each side is very similar. So you've got a background pattern paper or cardstock. I'm using this floral pattern paper. And then you have a smaller square inside. And I'm using this piece that's kind of a rainbowy, pastel-y polka dot. And so I went ahead and I trimmed that down. And then now I'm just going to rough up the edges. And then I'm going to put that in the center of the layout. So I'm almost done with this collection. This is the sketchbook collection. And so I decided not to hoard the inside paper. It was really hard, but I didn't. And then I have this tiny piece of scrap left. And I'm going to use it for that band that you see go across the bottom. And I have 2 pieces, and I'm just going to make sure my photo is going to go across that instead of under it like you see in the sketch, and that will cover up my join just fine. So here are my photos. This is from the wine train. So I'm going to start trimming them down because obviously they need to be a little smaller than they are now because they're all 4x6s. So I'm going to cut down 2 of them to 3x3. One is of like the front of the train. So we were towards the end of the train. We weren't quite the caboose, but we were towards the end of the train. So as we were turning, you could see the front of the train. So I took that picture, and then I took a picture of the rainbow that happened to be there that day. So those are the 2 3x3. I have our group picture outside, and then I have a picture of my friend Rachel. And it's funny because she's on the shorter side. You can see that fence, and next to her is a sign that says, "Thank you for not climbing on the railing." And she's like, "I couldn't even get my foot up to the railing if I wanted to." So I took her picture because it was funny, and she was being funny up there. So I'm going to have her picture, and then the train and the rainbow picture. Those are going to be my smaller pictures that are going to go off to the right-hand side. And then our group picture will go off to the left. So I will stack my photos on the right more vertically instead of kind of in that triangle shape that is on the sketch, just so that everything fits. So once I have my photos cut down, I'm going to back them, and I decided that I was going to back them in black since I had added that black and white strip. I felt like I needed a little more black on this layout because this layout was very, very pastel-y so far. So that is where that's where the black is coming in. Plus, I think the only other paper I have with this collection, maybe those books. And I do want to do all the books that I read in 2024 because that's when I kind of started getting back into reading. And so I think it would be a really good paper. And I have a great color cast design acrylic piece for a title. So I just have to figure out what books I read. So I think worst case scenario, I'll just do book club books because that was kind of what helped me get back into reading is, you know, if you're going to a book club, you got to read the books, right? So the last time I was in a book club, I did not. But I am doing much better, and I have totally found my love of reading again. So I read in my craft room, so it's kind of torn. Like, so I have my book over there that I'm almost done with, but then I have layouts to do. So yeah, trying to find that balance, because I definitely am becoming addicted to both. So I've got all of my photos down. I did have this little scrap of purple paper with some hearts on it. I decided to just add that over there to our group picture. I had one die cut piece that was a title that said cute, so I decided I would just go ahead and use that as my title. And then you can see what ephemera pieces I have left. Pretty much nothing. But I kind of thought, well, I'm just going to go with all the peaches. So I went ahead, got all the peach things on, and then I did have to go off camera because I had my ticket and I could not find it anywhere. And I knew that I wanted to get this ticket on here. I could have just stuck it to the back, but I felt like there was this weird, gappy, empty space right here. And so I decided I was just going to put my ticket in there. So that was our train ticket. So I went ahead and I'm going to stick that down there, finish up kind of those ephemera bits. And now I'm going to go to the sticker sheet. I'm going to grab that hello. I'm going to grab this piece that's on an orange circle to kind of go with the oranges or peaches. I think they're peaches. And it says a flower blossoms for its own joy. So I'm going to get that on there. I decided since I had added some fruit, I could add the strawberry as well. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with all those bunnies. So we'll have to see how that goes. I might, if that's all that's left in this kit, I may have to like create a little Easter box or something. Because I don't know why else I would use bunnies. We don't have bunnies. Not that my daughter wouldn't love one, but I don't want to take care of it. So no bunnies here. Finishing it off with some tiny word stickers. Up at the top it says, "Today I am," and then I don't know if I should write something like "not tall enough." I don't know. I'll have to think about that. And then on the bottom it says, "So happy to be here, happiness, obsessed." And then I'm just going to finish it off with a couple of puffy stickers. I grab the peaches and a bow and a butterfly. Now, looking at this, it really could use some butterfly trails and probably a few sequins. So maybe after this voiceover, I might decide to go into my stash and take care of that. Just feel like it could use it. And so that being said, I feel like I need to do that. Sorry, I had to pause because my husband was calling me. He said, "You can eat dinner whenever you want." I was like, you have to make the chicken. So, we'll eat dinner when he gets home to make the chicken because I don't really like to, yeah, no. Anyway, totally off subject. Sorry about that. So that is going to do it for this layout today. I will have the playlist linked down below. I will also have everybody from the Sketch Sunday crew who is playing along. I will have their direct links so you can see what they did with this sketch. And here is the final close-up. So if you have any questions, please leave them down below. And that's going to do it for me today. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you soon. Bye.